Hi, it's Michael, and today I'm going to be reviewing the EUREKA RapidClean Pro. This is model NEC180. It is a handheld rechargeable vacuum, and it's a pretty handy, cool little device. It is fairly lightweight. It only weighs a hair over 5 pounds. It's about 5 pounds 1 ounce. Most of that weight is here. The rest of the attachments, which I'll show you in just a moment, are relatively lightweight as well. It's very versatile, this little thing, because you can use the tools that come with it directly on the handheld vacuum, or you can use them at the end of the wand that extends this to like a regular vacuum cleaner size. There's also a motorized brush that can be used on the wand or directly on the end of the handheld vacuum. And you do get a couple other tools. You get a crevice tool and you get an upholstery brush. And those are very handy because if you're using the wand on the handheld part, the attachments let you get way up high. So if you want to clean cobwebs out of the corners or maybe vacuum the top of your ceiling fans, you could do that with this. It uses a canister here that is very easy to empty and clean. All you have to do is push this button, flip this down, and then just tip this over your garbage can, and all the dust and hair and whatever else you've collected will fall right out. It also has filters that can be cleaned. To do that, you just push this button right here, tip this off. This has a filter right on the top that can be washed under running water, and you just pull this whole thing out like this. This whole thing can be washed underwater, and this filter, which is kind of a fabric filter, can be lifted out individually and rinsed. Make sure this is all dry before you put it all back together. But this is a very fine mesh here. This can be cleaned as well under running water. Again, let it dry, and then it all goes right back into the canister very easily. There's 2 cutouts, and then you just insert the tabs that are on this plastic insert into the cutouts there, and you are good to go. There's a tab on this right at the bottom, this big tab that you can see. This gets it back into the handheld very easily. So all you have to do is tip this so that that goes into this cutout at the bottom first, and then it just clicks into place very easily, just like that. So it's super easy to use. The controls are very simple as well. You've got a power button here. This turns it on and off. And then you have the speed right below it. That's high speed or low speed. And as you notice, it defaults to the high speed. So it always starts out at the high speed, and then you can just push that speed button to get it to the low speed. Now the low speed lacks some power, I'll be honest with you, but still it is very quiet on that low speed. And sometimes, depending on what you need to pick up, that's all the power you need. And of course, the lower the power, the longer your battery life is going to be stretched. So this is it. It's very simple, very lightweight, 5 pounds 1 ounces. And so let me show it to you in action. A couple nice features is that it does get very low and flat to the ground for going under furniture, beds, chairs, what have you. And the fact that you can use these tools in a variety of different ways is what makes it so functional, really. Charging on this is done with this wall adapter. This is multi-voltage, 100, 240 volts, 50, 60 hertz. So presumably this can be used internationally. And it just charges, it just plugs right back into the back of the battery here. And it does take, the initial charge will take quite a long time, probably 6 hours or so. If you're just charging it after every use, obviously it will take less time to charge. Runtime on this for me has been pretty good. I think I get about an hour. I don't really, vacuum for an hour. I just use it for touch-up, but I don't have to recharge it constantly. So it does seem to have a pretty good, long-lasting battery in it. So this is everything that you get out of the box. This is the wall mounting bracket that you can use to hang this. There's a slot on the back, and you just screw this onto the wall, preferably into studs. They do give you the hardware necessary to do that, and then this just fits right on it like this and will hang from your wall. My biggest complaint with this unit is that it won't stand up on its own. So if you have the wand installed very easily like that, and then you put the power head on it as well, when you're done vacuuming and you just want to stop for a second because you have to get something out of your way, it will not stand up. It'll just fall over on you. So that is my biggest complaint with this, and it causes me a lot of frustration, to be quite honest with you. But otherwise, I do like it quite a bit. It's very maneuverable. It does have an LED headlight on the front, so that does help you see where you're going. If especially you're trying to go under something, helps you see what's under there a little easier. And as I said, it is fairly quiet as far as vacuums go. Overall, I really like this. It's very handy. It's relatively lightweight. It's very versatile. I like that I can use the tools either on the handheld or on the wand in the handheld, or I can use everything together. The brush can actually attach right to the handheld as well. Really, really handy and versatile in that regard. My biggest complaint with this is you cannot just stop vacuuming and tip it up and have it stand straight up. You literally have to lay this down or lean it against a wall, which is kind of dicey because if you don't lean it just right, it's going to shoot out and end up falling on the floor and might scratch your wall in the process. That actually happened to me. If you're in a place that has a counter like a kitchen or a bathroom, you can temporarily hang it on the edge, but only if your counters are high enough, because otherwise this will be above your counter. So there's a couple little sniggly things that I don't really care for, but overall I do like it. It's very versatile. The battery lasts a pretty long time, and you're not going to be able to run this thing for an hour and a half by any means, but for quick pickups and all sorts of little things, taking it to your car to clean your carpets, etc., it's a pretty handy device like that. It's nice that it's cordless. So that's about it. If you have any questions about this, leave me a comment down below. I appreciate if you subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. And take care. We'll catch you next time.